Chapter 4 Momentum. I'd like to introduce you to a very good friend of mine. This friend also close with Beyonce, Jeff Bezos, Serena Williams, Indra Nooyi, LeBron James, Meryl Streep, and every other super achiever will impact your life like no other. I'd like to introduce you to Mo, or Big Mo, as I like to call it. Big Mo is without doubt one of the most powerful and enigmatic forces of success. You can't see or feel Mo, but you know when you've got it. You can't count on Mo showing up to every occasion, but when it does, whoa, Big Mo can catapult you into the stratosphere of success. And once you've got Mo on your side, there's almost no way anyone can catch you. I'm excited about this chapter. When you implement the ideas outlined ahead, your payoff will be 1,000 times or more what you paid for this book. Seriously, these ideas are big. Harnessing the power of Big Mo. If you remember your high school physics class, you do, don't you? You'll recall Newton's first law, also known as the law of inertia. Objects at rest tend to stay at rest unless acted on by an outside force. Objects in motion tend to stay in motion unless something stops their momentum. Put another way, such potatoes tend to stay couch potatoes. Achievers, people who get into a successful rhythm, continue boosting their butts and ends up achieving more and more. It's not easy to build momentum, but once you do, look out. Do you remember playing on merry-go-rounds when you were a kid? A bunch of your friends piled on, weighing it down, and then chanted as you worked to get the thing moving. Getting started was slow going. The first step was always the hardest, getting it to move from a standstill. You had to push and pull, grimace and groan, and throw your entire body into the effort. One step, two steps, three steps. It seemed like you were getting nowhere. After a long and hard effort, finally you were able to get up a little bit of speed and run alongside it. Even though you were moving and your friends were cheering louder to get the speed you really wanted. You had to keep running faster and faster, pulling it behind you as you ran with all your might. Finally, success. You jumped on and joined your friends in the joy of feeling the wind in your face and watching the outside world turn into a smear of colors. After a while, when the merry-go-round started to slow down, you'd hop off and run alongside for a minute to get the speed back up. Or you could simply give it a couple good pushes and then hop back. Once the merry-go-round was spinning at a good clip, momentum took over, making it easy to keep it going. Adopting any change in the same way, you get started by taking one small step, one action at a time. Progress is slow, but once a newly formed habit has kicked in, Big Mo joins the party. Your success and results compound rapidly. See Figure 8. It takes time and energy to get Big Mo, but with it, success and results compound rapidly. The same thing happens when a rocket ship launches. The space shuttle uses more fuel during the first few minutes of its flight than it does the rest of the entire trip. Why? Because it has to break free from the pull of gravity. Once it does, it can glide in orbit in orbit. The hard part, getting off the ground, your old ways and your old conditioning are just like the inertia of the merry-go-round or the pull of gravity. Everything wants to stay at rest. You'll need a lot of energy to break inertia and get your new enterprise underway. But once you get momentum, you will be hard to stop, virtually unbeatable. Even though you're now putting out considerably less effort while receiving great results. Ever wonder why successful people tend to get more successful? The rich get richer, the happy get happier, the lucky get luckier. They've got Mo. When it rains, it pours. But momentum works on both sides of the equation. It can work for you or against you, since the compound effect is always working. Negative habits, when left unchecked, can build up steam and send you into a tailspin of unlucky circumstances and consequences. That's what our friend Brad from chapter 1 experienced. He gained 33 pounds with a few small bad habits and experienced major job and marriage stress because of the negative momentum those habits generated. The law of inertia says objects at rest tend to stay at rest. That's the compound effect working against you. The more time you spend sitting on that couch watching Netflix, the harder it will be for you to get up and get moving. So let's start right now. How do you get Big Mo to pay you a visit? You build up to it. You get into the groove or the zone by doing the things we've covered so far. Number one, making new choices based on your goals and core values. Number two, putting those choices to work through new positive behaviors. Number three, repeating those healthy actions long enough to establish new habits. Number four, building routines and rhythms into your daily disciplines. Number five, staying consistent over a long enough period of time. Then, bang, Big Mo kicks in your door. That's a good thing. And you're virtually unstoppable. Think about swimmer Michelle Phelps, who won a legendary 28 Olympic medals, 23 of them gold. How did he do that? Working with his coach, Bob Bowman. Phelps honed his talents over the course of 12 years. Together, they built routines and rhythms and developed a consistency of performance that prepared Phelps to catch momentum just at the right time. The Olympic Games. Phelps and Bowman's symbiotic relationship is legendary for its scope and ambition and its utter predictability. Bowman required such consistency when it came to practice that one of Phelps' most vivid memories is when Bowman allowed him to finish a training session 15 minutes early so he could get ready for a middle school dance. That's one time in 12 years. No wonder Phelps was so unbeatable in the pool.